Hey everybody, welcome to the Big Screen Bros podcast. And we got Chaos King with his shitty new setup. Say hi. We got Rogelio, aka Rock, aka Naps. Naps reacts. And he's also on TikTok and just stay away from his Instagram, but yeah.
True. So true.
Yeah. And today we are going to talk about a Korean romance comedy movie, which is called Love
Ah,
Reset.
oh my gosh. I love that movie, bro.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. At the beginning, I kind of hated the characters a little bit, but I quickly grew into them. So
And that was sarcasm. I
I'm
hated
not being sarcastic. I'm being honest. Honestly, I grew into it.
Look, I can't put words into your mouth because I'm not you. I can only put words into my mouth. Hated. I loved the girl it was about. But the guy, I hated him.
Yeah, it was definitely evident that you didn't like him. And his mom. His mom was shit too.
So we're not going to do like a breakthrough of every scene for this movie, but to sum it up, this was pretty much like a Hallmark Lifetime movie, right?
Nah.
Yeah.
I won't say Hallmark, but I would say more like a TV movie. But not Hallmark. Hallmark
Hallmark
Lifetime movies are a bit too, how should I say, soapish.
fantastic. Wow.
No,
Did you
they're
not
like some of them are awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
like Mommy's Little Girl?
That was a Hallmark movie? That was not Hallmark movie.
Well, Lifetime, but they're so confusing. Okay,
No, we should mention though a little bit. And the story is basically it's this guy and this girl, and they were dating for a while and they broke up. But then the girl was gonna get married, and at the last second she ditched like whoever she was marrying. They never showed who she was marrying.
Yeah.
Actually,
They were like,
uh,
we don't need to waste time on this. Just establish that she likes the main guy. And then she
yeah, except
ran towards him while he was also going to rush towards the wedding because his friends knocked some sense into him because he was bitching and crying in the bar.
because let's be honest, this girl is hot. This girl is a great catch,
Yeah, she is.
even with her flaws and everything. Okay, this girl's a little messy. She's a little messy.
But it's
guess
Uh,
fine.
what?
It's fine. I
But
don't mind
we're
a
all
messy girl.
she doesn't like to cook. Okay, she's not a cooker.
That is also
She
fine. I
right.
can cook.
okay. She may be an alcoholic
Which
too.
is also
Um,
fine. We can
You
both
meet her husband?
drink.
Have you met? I'd be an alcoholic too if I was married to him.
that's true.
That
He
is
was
true.
so dislikable
Yeah,
in the beginning,
every
dude.
time, like his start, we see some flashback, and he's always complaining about being jobless.
He was asking her for money.
Yeah,
He never like his
and
mom. It
that
was
too
his
not like
mom.
money for necessary stuff. He had to go to a friend's wedding or some cousin's wedding. I don't even care about the wedding he was going to, and he had to offer some money. So he was like, "Can I get $100, please, to give?" And she's like,
Yeah,
"Why do you have to give money? You're jobless." They know that, and then he felt all sad.
I think
I,
for me, like there was a part where it's a past and it's his mom's birthday, and she brings it up. He never does. She's like, "What should we give your mom for her birthday?" It's like, "Why don't we give her some money? Because she has money. It's a gift from both of them." So she's like, "I'll give her money," and he's like, "No, I don't have any money to give her a gift." Like what?
because he wanted, he was implying, so he was a sly guy. He wouldn't tell her to give him the money, but he would be like, "Oh, we don't have money because I'm jobless, so she's my
So
mom and I can't give anything to her. It's so sad." So ultimately he's making her feel guilty, so she would cough up the money for a gift, and he would be like, "Look, mom, here's the gift that we both got," but it was only her because him,
dude,
he was just jobless.
I think the
dude,
thing about
dude.
if we look at their relationship after, so they got married after they got back together, quick marriage, and everything that we saw, the only thing that she did bad, because she really tried, she tried to change her ways, like tried, like his family was poor, she was rich,
Yeah, and every
and
time they were like, "Oh, is it because your first time because you're rich?" You never did that?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
I
put up.
love that part. That's when I started liking the movie. When her mom, the guy's mom, started hazarding her. Oh, you don't know how to do this because you're rich. I
I
relate to that. I would have said that to her too, just to piss her off.
like for me, like you could really see she put in a lot more effort than he ever did. Like once they
No,
got
dude,
married,
I want to say something before we move on from this. We're talking about him begging her for money. He's like playing the part like, "Oh, I'm jobless. You pay for everything." Ooh, you know. I saw a reel of a guy. He was a black guy, right? And he's like, "I'm a stay-at-home dad," and the breadwinner was the mom, was just a white lady, like a fat white lady. And he's like a stay-at-home dad, a black fat guy. He's the stay-at-home dad, and then they were talking about how she's the breadwinner and how he prefers to stay at home. And then the guy says to justify his manhood, his pride, he's like, when you think about chess, the king doesn't really move, you know? It's the queen that's all over the place doing all the work. I'm like, bro. And she starts laughing. Like, come on, bro. Like, you're a little beta bitch. A little
Yeah.
stay at home dad. So just accept
Or
it, dude.
maybe
Don't make
don't
this
don't
analogy
stay at
about
home,
chess
dad.
and how the
Just
king
own,
doesn't move. Jesus.
just own up to it. Like be like, I don't want to do work. I want her to do the work. Like be honest. Don't be like, oh, I'm still the man. I just don't work.
And she's fine with it. She's like, I'm cool with it. I make the bread and I make the cash and he stays at home. So that's cool. I don't know. But yeah, but the problem is with this guy, he was very whiny about it. He just making it, he's very insecure about it that, oh, I'm jobless. You need to do everything for me.
he doesn't look
Oh,
for
oh.
it.
But it didn't even put effort. Like normally when people feel like insecure, they just try to cover it up by compensating for their lacking. He didn't even do that. He just complained.
Exactly. That's what made him annoying. That the fact that, dude, it seemed like she was fine with the fact that, okay, dude,
Yeah.
you're jobless, but I'm rich. So by extension, we're rich. You know what I mean? But he's the one like, oh, I'm jobless, I'm jobless, I'm jobless.
So
Like, whatever, dude. You got lucky. You got with a rich girl.
And that
we
too,
get
rich,
to
beautiful girl.
they're going through like a divorce and they have like a court case type thing where they
Yeah.
got to talk to where we get the whole flashback of their marriage and this is where we see everything. So it ends up with them, but they're like, we're gonna give you 30 days to see if y'all really want this, to think it over. And then they get in a car accident because he can't drive. He literally isn't paying attention to the road and they get hit by a truck, run off the road, and they go into a coma for 30 days. And then when they wake up, the families are in the hospital room with them and they've both lost their memory. So neither of the families like each other. They don't like the other kids. Pretty much everyone was that okay with the divorce. So now that they've lost their memories, the mom of the daughter says, "Why don't we have them stay together,
That was
get their
because the
memory?"
doctor said. Doctor said like change would be bad for him, and this doctor was, according to Chaos, George Clooney of Korea.
It was you,
Yeah, dude, you wouldn't shut up how you wanted to hook up with this doctor.
look. I didn't say hook up, but look, I would
Oh,
be
you
okay.
basically said it.
Basically, I'd be okay if anything happened. Like he's like this. Like when you Google perfect human being, he's, they'd have Leonardo DiCaprio and him, right?
I like how you put him, even though you call him George Clooney of Korea. So I thought that George Clooney would be before him, but he is. So apparently,
That's true because he didn't say the Leonardo DiCaprio
yeah,
of
he was like
Korea.
George Clooney of Korea, and then he was like, if there was a ranking of man, it's Leonardo DiCaprio, then George Clooney of Korea. So apparently, a Korean version is better than the original version.
I mean, that's right.
No, but
So
the point is that they, for the sake of their recovering their memories, it would be better if they pretend that they still live together, even though they're gonna get a divorce,
Yeah.
to jog the memory of
yeah,
each other.
and then it's just like an adventure of them slowly getting used to each other without their memories, and then every now and then, like a memory comes back,
Well,
and it's just
technically, yeah, technically at first they were like, she was like, what was she thinking marrying this dude? Which was a right thing to think of. Anybody would think that.
He was a beautiful man. Like he's a good looking dude, but
Oh, he's a good-looking dude for sure.
Yeah, but he's pathetic. That's the problem.
yeah, pathetic. Good word. Yeah.
I would call him a beta, honestly. He was very uptight,
Yeah,
and
technically, after losing the memory, he was a bit better. It's like every time he gets
yes, he was.
yeah, every time he gets
Both of them were.
yeah, every time he gets
Ah.
hit in the head, he gets a bit better. Like
So
their mom, like the doctor said, like doctor was talking about dramas, and the sister said like, oh, so you mean like to get the memory back, somebody needs to hit him in his head, and the mom made his dad throw a rock at him, thinking like that would bring his memory back.
the poor people are stupid in this movie. Very, very stupid. But yeah, like they go through like the rest of the movie. Like we don't gotta go into details, but they're falling in love without their memories, and then maybe they'll get a memory back.
Yeah, he
Oh, it's
falls
not
in love first because he realizes how much good she was compared to his
yeah,
pathetic ass.
literally, he was a dumb.
And yeah, and then the mom of the dude suggests like, hey, why not we get a hypnotist? And then they took them to this like this lady who's going to be the hypnotist, and she hypnotizes them, and apparently that backfires because both the moms want them to not get together. Well, technically not both the moms, especially only the dude moms, because she keeps blaming the female lead for being the problem, even though
We
it's
should
not her, it's the
don't
dude.
we don't know anyone's in the movie. I don't think it really mattered though.
Yeah, we don't know anybody's name. I do like the rich mom lady,
Yeah, she
and
was also.
I think she was hot. And the poor mom lady, I liked her because I thought she was one of the funniest characters in the movie. But I don't find her
Like
hot.
she played the bitch role really well.
Yeah, she did. She played the annoying mom pretty well. But the whole thing is that the first half of this movie is it's like a breakup movie, like a funny comedy breakup movie, and then the second half of the movie is actually
Oh,
like a rom com where they start to fall for each other.
I
Uh,
think the comedy on this was it wasn't. There were moments of where we all laughed, but not many.
yeah.
Mostly it was Ash cackling. Like every scene, he was laughing.
No,
I
it was funny enough. I'll give it that. The thing is that at the beginning, the guy was trying to be the funny one, and he was so dislikable that I didn't find him funny. Uh,
his face
but
is
then,
funny.
yeah, he did a little bit too much. The girl was more entertaining, and she didn't have to be so extra.
Yeah,
You know?
she in terms of acting performance, her role was more like with subtlety, with
Yeah,
more like
exactly.
grace, and it was more realistic. While the dude was more of like straight up Jim Carrey-esque, out of the like overreactive for everything, making weird
Yeah,
faces.
but that's in the beginning, the first half of the movie. After they both get amnesia because of the
Yeah, the dude
accident,
like after that, the dude starts to become like a puppy kind of. Like he was like, hey,
a little bit. Yeah, you're
yeah,
right. He's a bit
submissive.
of a puppy.
Yeah, like the sister of the female lead was was bossing around, was like, hey, clean that shit, and he was like, yes, madam, I will.
But even as a puppy, he was way more bland actually. But
Yeah,
even that personality was better than his previous ones.
yeah, and
Uh,
then we get into flashback of how they eventually met, but she fell in love with the dentist. Was it the dentist? No,
a
it
doctor.
was the doctor. Yeah, and then the doctor cheated on her, and then she was on live TV cursing him.
Pretty much, he's a nerd. He was going to be a lawyer, but that's because he has IBS. So the whole
Yeah.
the
For that
nerdy.
also he blamed her. Like, hey, my IBS is because of you.
So he's like a nerdy, smart guy. Who had nothing out, and she's like a rich party girl.
And she is a producer. Like she has a
Yeah,
good job.
but literally the only problem with the relationship was him. Like nobody cared. He can't cook. He didn't even care.
No, it's stupid because one of the first problems that they show you is that he opened up his fridge and there's moldy food in there.
Mm.
And
And
for
all
some
the water is
reason,
just alcohol. So even the water bottles are filled with alcohol.
you know what I was thinking during that scene? Because that scene is like, it's kind of portraying that she's not a good woman because she doesn't clean out the food or
And
whatever.
he
I'm
can do
thinking,
that. All he
dude,
does is just be jobless and study. So fucking do the job.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Do it yourself. Why are you expecting her to do it?
Yeah.
Like,
And
take
that
out the moldy food, buy some fruits, and buy some water, and then you'll get some water in the fridge instead of her alcohol. She
they,
bought that. She actually bought that for herself.
they
She's
had
doing more than him,
and they had that whole scene where she got horny at night, and
Yeah.
he's
which
like,
is awesome. Who doesn't want like a drunk girlfriend coming on to you?
and she was literally like, people were hitting on me all night. I hated it. I only thought of you. And she's sitting on his lap and she's like, I got you like excited. I'm gonna calm you down. And he's like,
And then he
ew,
would
no.
use her.
I'm like, what?
I love that when that happened. Ash was like, "Why doesn't that happen to me?" Jesus Christ! But yeah,
So
I mean, someone, yeah, that dude, I could have worked around any of her flaws. I could
Yeah,
have worked. I could
exactly.
have worked my
See?
way around it.
Yeah.
it literally flaws. Let's be honest. Like she could have cooked.
It's not even
You know,
like annoying flaws. It's like workable. Like you can easily adjust in those flaws.
the worst thing about her, she kept trying to make him happy, and that guy, he was blaming her for everything. He threw the baseball at him at one time. That's the worst thing, actually. And she got some power.
I thought it was hot. I thought it was
Yeah,
foreplay. That would have been foreplay in my household.
yeah. But he's supposed to be a smart guy, but he's dense. So
He
it
says,
was a
"My guy."
no. He wasn't even that close to being smart.
Excuse me.
Even the little kid from that show has more risk than him.
Oh, we forgot about the butthole thing that scarred the poor kid.
He
Oh,
likes to buy his butt.
Yeah, his public private area.
Yeah.
And that scene was funny. The way kid was like, I don't want to be. And
They
he's
had like a
like,
scene.
am I a kid abuser? What did I do?
Yeah, had like a scene where they the people they knew to try to bring back their memories, and the kid refused to go up to him because he's like, that guy's a pervert. No, he's like this life altering scream. Like he's like, no, I don't want to go to him. And they got
And the main guy
like
is like, what did I do before? Was I like a scary child abuser?
so there were scenes in this that were very good, but like it was like a bad lead. He was not likable at all, even when he lost his memories.
I disagree. I disagree with him.
Yeah, like when he lost his memory, he became a bit likable.
No, what was like about him? He was a little bitch. Sorry, he was a little bitch.
No, you can say bitch. He wasn't. He wasn't.
Like he
Bi.
played that role well.
He was harmless. I would say it would be like Ash said. He's kind of like a puppy, and since he's
Oh,
cute, she liked him. They're both fairly attractive, so they're attracted to each other. The
period.
looks, you know what I mean.
I think we also need to talk about the lighting situation for her friends.
Oh.
It was very confusing because, like, when we see
I'm
her
gonna
friends,
be. This movie's kind of full of good-looking Koreans. I'm not gonna lie. Most of them are good-looking, even like
then
the
the
older ones.
sunlight, and it's like, maybe not.
Yeah, that's true. I like her friends where they were just standing out and wearing regular clothes. When they fancy up, they don't look as good. I don't know. But yeah, basically the second half of the film is like more like a rom com. Them getting to fall for each other, and they don't want to remember the bad memories because they're kind of falling for each other, and they don't kind of want to ruin it with their past memories. But eventually, uh, right before they're gonna get divorced, the day is due. They're thinking about not divorcing each other, maybe staying together, give it another try. Everybody's against it, which makes it more appealing, I think, to me, more forbidden.
Yeah,
Are you?
everybody's like, and the sister played the part very well, like of being annoying, and but also being like she knew her place, so she knew that she would get beaten up, and she was like, okay, she still did her part, and the
She did,
mom,
yeah. She was.
yeah,
No,
and
go ahead,
like.
my bad.
I love like when the mom took her watch off, means like she's in the serious mood and everybody's like,
Yeah, it's about that mom's about to throw hands.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So basically, by the end of it, they're kind of falling for each other. I think she's falling even more for him than him for her.
Yeah, because her
Uh,
memories haven't returned.
and they start having sex again, and they're having good sex. Like they're having a good relationship after this fresh start.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem.
And the doctor was amazing. He was like, you know what, you guys should fuck.
Yeah, you guys are obviously into each other, so you might as well,
Yeah,
have
like that
sex.
because that strawberry scene was like, oh, it returned memory. So you know, you guys should fuck. It will help your return. Like that. That is the doctor you need. Like if your relationship is going to
Yes,
jitter,
it's
you
true.
need that doctor to bring back sex. It's like, hey, honey, let's go to the doctor. I don't know what he has to say, and he would be like, you know, you guys should fuck. That will solve your problem.
During that scene, I was thinking, I've never found it sensual when girls eat. Like if a girl eats a banana or something like that, I never found it sensual.
Not
Uh,
about not about them eating it. It's how it.
How they?
I
It's
know
about
it's
the
how they
lips.
eat it,
It's
but
about the lips.
I've seen girls eat food and never did I think it's I
Yeah,
never thought it's
because there
sexy.
is no camera focus. It only looks good on like TV part because you know there's a focus on the lips. They make the strawberry looks juicy and they glow up the lips and they show like the juice fall off their lips while they are biting it and they make it look like sexual.
I don't know, but I don't know where that is based from. It seems like a real fantasy thing because in real life I've never experienced that.
You know,
And
like there was this Indian ad where they made like an actress eat a mango and it was like a mango juice ad.
Yes, they done that. They keep doing that since this movie is full of all the romantic tropes, including the one where he shows up at the airport at the end to convince her to come back.
Yeah, but
It's full of.
yeah,
so let's
but they kind of
oh,
played around with it. Like he gives like a whole speech, but
Oh,
she,
I didn't mind it. No, I didn't. I never minded. That's the
yeah,
whole thing. It's cliche for
yeah,
sure, but I don't mind it honestly.
yeah, and she's like, oh,
let
she had her ear pods in her ear,
Oh
so she
yeah.
didn't listen any of the speech. And then she walks away, and he's like, fuck. That is embarrassing. Let's just walk. The friend is like, okay, let's just go. It's more embarrassing if we just keep on staying here.
so I think we also got to mention he got his memories back after the sister walked in on them
Yeah,
having sex.
and he rushed back just to tell her not to say stuff to the mom, and he slips over the baseball, hits his head, and then we see him like trying to bribe, but he's standing in the opposite direction and trying to bribe the picture, and they're like, "Is he mad? Is he all right? What the hell happened to him?"
So
That
yeah,
was
he
also
got
funny because
and
Yeah, that thing was funny.
the girl was like, I can see the way you look at me. You hate who I
yeah,
am. Like you
which
must have got
shows that she's perceptive while he's absolutely clueless most of the time. While she's more perceptive, she knows, like, she pays attention to details, meanwhile he only pays attention to himself.
yeah. And that begins their splitting up process finally. But the mom, I think she has a conversation with her mom, and the mom's like, "Oh, you actually like this guy, even without these, you still like him."
Yeah,
So she
that mom
tells,
actually
that's
cares
her-
about the kid, not like the dude's mom who only cares about what she wants or she thinks is right.
so she tells him when her flight is at the airport, and she's like, "You gotta leave by 8:30 to get there on time if you want to." And he's
No,
still clueless.
yeah,
Still like,
she basically tells him to move out of the house at that time because that's her house. She paid for it, and she tells the timing and everything, hinting him like you know what to do, because she doesn't want to force him to do. So she basically gives him like an olive branch, like, hey, it's up to you now.
And he never realizes that, does he? I
Yeah,
don't think he ever.
Bro, this guy doesn't realize how lucky he is.
yeah.
He found himself a rich girl who had rich parents that were willing to pay for his apartment for him to live in with their hot daughter and do it with her. And he got fed up about it because she burned some stew. You
And
know what
she.
I mean? Like, come on, bro. You know how lucky you are?
So, so he gets to the airport. He does that scene. She's like, well, I didn't hear you, so we're just gonna let it be. And she leaves. They all leave the airport, and then she comes running back like, I thought about it.
And
I
she's
think.
like, she basically tells him like, it won't be, it won't be fair because she hasn't got the memory and she didn't want him to reject the, like, make the decision. So she want him to wait for 90 days because that's the time. After 90 days, the ruling gets void and the divorce procedure gets cancelled. And basically, she's like telling like we can still work this out.
Yeah, it's an excuse because she's still in love with him,
Yeah.
basically.
And then
She is amazing. I would love to marry someone like that.
Yeah, she is.
so I think all of our problems with this movie had to do with the guy. Like he was just
Yeah.
Yeah, he
like
was pathetic. He was stupid. He paid attention to nothing. He only cared about like his position. Like he's always insecure about being jobless. He only cares about what he wants. He can't compromise on anything.
like yeah, even like and then he got fired from his job. He didn't get fired. The guy told him to quit too.
And he pissed the CEO off because he kept asking if he was the real CEO. Because before he was talking to the cleaner and thought that the
Yeah,
cleaner was the
the
CEO.
janitor had a good time with him. It's like the janitor was pretending to be his boss for
Yeah.
like a minute.
So like it was definitely a TV movie, I'd say. But I enjoyed the
Yeah.
female lead on it and her family. Oh, and we should mention her dad is a general or was a general in the
Yeah.
military. And like at the very ending, her sister, who's a musician or trying to be a musician, brings like a guy home who's like a thug.
Yeah, and the mom asks like, "How long have you been dating?" And she's like, "Since yesterday." So she just starts taking watch out and saying, "Shoot him."
Yeah, she's like shoot them both.
Yeah,
And
Honestly.
when the daughter brought the main guy to their house, the dad tried to shoot him, but the wife was like, "Don't shoot him." So she's got a good eye for these things. She
yeah,
knows.
yeah. I can say like the women in that family are more perceptive, except the sister. She's just dumb. But other than that, yeah,
No, the sister was cool.
yeah, she was cool,
I
but she is dumb. She definitely took after her dad, I would say.
No, overall, I thought. Okay, here's the thing, and I'm a sucker for romantic comedies. They're one of my favorite genres, so it's hard for me to dislike a romantic comedy movie.
You like comedies too?
What?
You like romantic comedies too?
Yeah, dude, there is one of my favorite genres, honestly. Uh, there's silly dumb films about love, uh, and I don't know, they're good in my opinion. This one was good. Honestly, I enjoyed it. I hated the beginning, and I thought at the beginning. Honestly, I thought it was not gonna be funny at all because I don't know. Sometimes these Koreans, these Korean comedies, they don't really hit the nail for me. Sometimes. Uh,
But it turned out to be fun and entertaining.
Eh, I wouldn't say funny, but fun. Yeah.
I said
yeah,
fun
I
and
would agree
entertaining.
exactly because it's not super funny.
I said fun
Or
and entertaining.
Well, I know I was saying it wasn't funny, but it was fun. I don't know about it, but I found it fun.
it's a little bit too long too. Maybe they could have like
Yeah, it was two
put like a
hours.
faster pace.
Yeah.
faster pacing on it. Maybe um, the group of friends around them, they were all right. I guess
We
they were
should
good
mention
friends actually.
who looks at his phone for like 99 a
Yeah,
movie.
and then they're like, "Why? Oh, he has a line in the movie.
Yeah.
Why does he have too many lines now?"
No, I mean
Everybody's.
Chaos said it because it's very predictable. He says, "You know that guy that doesn't
I
talk, he's
said
gonna
it.
talk
I said
eventually."
it. Not chaos. It was me.
Chaos said it, bro. You didn't say it. You were laughing. You couldn't hold your breath. You were
No,
laughing
I
throughout the
said
whole
it that he
film.
was going
It
to
was
speak.
Chaos
It
that
was
said it,
me.
bro.
I said that he was going to speak. What the hell are you talking about?
I did say it, but you may have said it too. I know I said it.
Whoa! What the hell? Fuck you guys,
You may have said it.
assholes.
Not definite, bro. You can't prove it. I don't know. I didn't hear you.
Wow,
I know
fucking asshole.
because the
I know
scene kind of.
Chaos said it.
Wow, fuck you guys, assholes.
So, what would we say our opinions on the movie are?
You go first.
Um,
Roke, you go first. You're the
I'll go first.
romantic
I'll go first.
comedy
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. Overall, my opinion of this movie is that it was good. My favorite characters was the poor mom. I thought she's the one that made me laugh the most for some reason. I also like the main girl. I like the guy too. I just dislike his personality at the beginning. But the main girl, the lead girl, she was awesome. She was beautiful. Um, the friends, they were all right. They were passable.
Yeah, just
Uh,
they look good for you in less lighting. That's what I have.
Overall, solid. It's a pretty solid rom com. I wouldn't say it's innovative or anything. It has some moments of innovation where they, instead of doing what you think is expected, they do something a little different.
Yeah, but
But
again, it's yeah,
it always comes back to the happy ending. So you
yeah.
know they're gonna tie it up with a
Like
nice
had they
bow at
just
the end.
let her leave and actually file the divorce, that would have been a change. But
Exactly.
people would have been like, "Why the fuck did you do that?"
I thought they had good chemistry too, like the two actors or whatever. Even when they were fighting, I thought they had an interesting chemistry. So, and I also like at the core concept. I like the concept of like, even though I don't believe in soulmates, I like the concept of soulmates. Like for example, that you like somebody a lot, and for some reason, let's say you meet them in an afterlife, and you're attracted to. I like that concept.
Oh,
What?
what's the news? What's that movie where Will Smith is a superhero?
Oh, the
Hancock.
uh,
Hank, you're
Hancock,
talking about
yeah, Hancock, John Hancock.
him and what's her face met through so many lifetimes, and they always fall in love.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
their love always lead to disaster.
Yep.
So they can't be
I
So
together, but he still loves her.
the one thing I hated about this movie was the ending because he has his memory back, but she doesn't. So I wondered, like maybe like a year later, something happens, she gets all her memories back. What would her reaction be? I guess if they make a sequel, they could do that. But
Yeah, they probably.
No, this is not gonna have a sequel.
Yeah.
This is not that kind of movie.
please, there's this there's Vanessa Hudgens. She has 4 movies of this love story, this Christmas love. I think there's 4 movies on it.
Different guys or same guy?
Vanessa, the one from
High School Musical.
she has on Netflix. She has like 3 or 4 Netflix movies. Each sequel of the year. It's the same thing. It's a cheesy love story, but it's entertaining. It's good. So they could have a sequel for this one.
Nah, bro. Nobody's clamoring for a sequel to what's this movie called?
Love
Vanessa Hudgens
Reset.
watched them all.
What's it called, Ash?
Love Reset.
Love Reset. I mean, that's a little bit on the nose.
Yeah.
Jesus. But nobody's like on the internet. I want a Love Reset too, man. I'm dying for it. I just gotta have it.
What about Reset Love? Both of their memories come back, and now they get trying to reset their love they had for each other.
I don't want to see the same movie again done differently. Yeah, it's enough.
But besides that, I found this movie. It was okay. I've seen was okay. I like the girl. I like her sister. And I like her mom. Everyone else I didn't care for. Oh, and like,
And the doctor, you forgot your best guy, the doctor.
yeah, I like the doctor.
And you like the friends, but in less lighting.
Yeah,
In a specific lighting.
main girl.
Did
What about you, Ashton?
Yeah, I like the I enjoyed it. I won't be watching it again, but I enjoyed it once. One time watch, I would say. But
Hey, dude, at least you pick a Korean movie that wasn't about Yakuza and some little kid where he raises some little kid that has a change of heart or has to protect her. Or the same movie that you made us watch like 5 times. At least this is different. It's a rom
There was,
com.
but we don't know if he ever recovered from what he saw.
didn't wasn't that cop movie also different? The one where
No,
this
Not
guy
really,
was
bro.
there
Not
and he
really.
was
Not really, bro. You choose the same movie all the time.
like they're trying to be cops and then they had funny part.
So I guess
You only you only change it. You only change it up when you pick an Indian. Like,
so. What would
what's
our
wrong with you? Why don't you pick like an American movie, dude? Like for once in your life, with white people in it. You hate white
I
people?
picked
Is
the
that
white
it?
people movie, remember? You guys didn't like it.
Which one?
It was about the that guy like Ethan Hawke was there and they kill Ethan Hawke and he's about to get the revenge. I forgot the name of that movie.
I
I
think it's
don't
called
even know this movie. What the hell are you
Like
talking
it
about?
was a Viking movie. Nicole Kidman was in it. Kidman is in bed, like is fucking the uncle, and she's the one who plans the.
Oh, the Viking Man or whatever it's called.
I forgot the name. Let me find it.
Am I the uncle?
No, 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 no.
Yeah, yeah, okay, okay, yeah, I remember it now.
Yeah,
The
you
one
So
guys.
where yeah, go ahead, go, sorry, Kev, go
Yeah,
ahead.
and you guys were bored of it. You were like, "What is this movie?"
No, we like that. I think.
so what would your be out of 10? Go with
Ah,
out of
go ahead. I didn't hear you. What did you say again?
Yeah. See
5.5.
what?
Say it again, but you keep cutting up.
Yeah, your shitty setup.
2.
What?
5. 2.
5.2 out
He's
of
doing it
10.
on purpose.
5.2
Five,
out of 10. Is that what you gave?
5 Jesus. Yeah.
Como se llama?
I would say that's low. Like judging from the rating,
Yeah,
it
that's
is
kind of
low.
low.
His rom com, his shitty rom com. Like
It
the
was wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't good.
bro, you gave Notebook 6, didn't you?
Notebook is better than this will ever be.
Nah, Notebook was boring as fuck.
Notebook is better than any movie you've ever had us watch.
See, this guy's talking shit.
Look, the truth often hurts.
I don't even know what the hell you're
Bro,
saying.
The Notebook is kind of like a classic when it comes to like romantic movies. So I'm not
What
gonna lie.
Even though it's a bad classic, it is
what
good.
do
No,
you
this movie is not better than The Notebook. That's for sure.
what do you want?
Fuck your what do you want shit.
What do
I'll give it. I'll give it a 6 point out of 10. Six
Yeah,
out of 10.
yeah, I'll give it a 6 out of 10 too. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I won't be watching again, but it was fun.
I would recommend it if anybody likes like rom coms, and I would recommend it to somebody to try it out.